Hello, my name is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Julian. And how are you doing?
I'm
How are you?
I'm 18 years old.
Yeah, but how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
What do you do?
What did I do? I asked people questions in the room. A lot of questions over and over again. And what do you do?
I'm a first year student. And you, what do you do?
I ask people questions in a room over and over and over again. And then I answer those questions over and over and over again. And how old are you?
I'm 18 years old. What about you? How old are you?
I'm 100 years old. 100.
Wow. Really?
No, 100. I'm 24 years old. Yeah. And do you have a girlfriend?
No, I haven't. I haven't got a girlfriend. What about you? Have you got a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend, yeah. And how many siblings have you got?
I've got a sister. What about you? How many siblings have you got?
I have one brother. And where do you come from?
I come from Hải Dương, Long. And you? Where do you come from?
I come from the USA. And how long have you been in this city?
I've been here for about 1 year.
1 year?
What about you? How long have you been here?
I've been here for about 5 weeks. 5 weeks. And how often do you visit your family?
I visit my family once a week.
Once a week?
And you? How often do you visit your family?
I visit my family twice a year. Twice a year. And when do you go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to my hometown at the weekend.
On the weekend?
What about you? When do you usually go back to your hometown?
I go back to my hometown on once in the summer and once in the winter. And who do you usually go with?
I usually go home alone. What about you? Who do you usually go home with?
I usually go home alone too. And how do you go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to my hometown by coach.
By coach? And why don't you take a motorbike?
Because I haven't got a motorbike.
So why don't you take a taxi?
Because it's too expensive for me.
What if you walk?
Because I don't like. What about you? How do you usually go back to your hometown?
Oh, usually I just run.
No.
No? No, usually I have to take an airplane. I fly back to my hometown.
Why don't you go by bus?
Because same reason why I can't run. It's not possible.
Okay.
And what time do you usually go back?
I usually at 1 p.m.
You usually what at 1 p.m.? What do you do at 1 p.m.?
Yeah.
So what time do you usually go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to your hometown at 1 p.m.
You go back to my hometown or your hometown?
My hometown at 1 p.m.
Okay. And what do you usually do after you go home?
After usually go home, I usually go out.
Wait, one more time?
After going back home, I usually go out.
Oh, okay, nice.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Hi.
Have a good evening. Or more.
Hello, my name is Nice to meet you.
My name's Long. Nice to meet you too.
How are you today?
I'm okay. What about you?
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a second year student. What about you? What do you do?
I'm a first year student. How old are you?
I'm 19 years old. What about you? How old are you?
I'm 18 years old. Have you got a boyfriend?
No, I haven't. I haven't got a boyfriend. What about you? How many? Have you got a girlfriend?
No, I haven't. I haven't got a girlfriend. How many siblings have you got?
I've got no siblings. What about you? How many siblings have you got?
I've got a sister. How long have you been here?
I've been here for many years. What about you? How long have you been here?
I've been here for about 1 year. How often do you visit your family?
I visit my family every day. What about you? How often do you visit your family?
I visit my family every week. Who do you usually go home with?
I usually go home alone too. What about you? Who do you usually go home with?
I usually go home alone too. What time? When do you usually go home?
I usually go home in the evening. What about you? When do you usually go home?
I usually go home at noon. What time do you usually go home?
I usually go home at 6 p.m. What about you? What time do you usually go home?
I usually go home at 1 p.m. What do you usually after going back home?
After going back home, I usually cook dinner. What about you? What do you usually do after going back home?
After going back home, I usually go out. When do you usually go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to my hometown on holiday. What about you? When do you usually go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to my hometown at the weekend. How do you usually go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to my hometown by bus.
Why don't you go by car?
Because I haven't got a car.
Why don't you go by bicycle?
Because it's too expensive for me.
Why don't you go by motorbike?
Because it's too dangerous for me. What about you? How do you usually go back to your hometown?
I usually go back to my hometown by coach.
Because why don't you go by bus?
Because I get car sick when I go by bus.
Why don't you go by car?
Because I haven't got a car.
Why don't you go by taxi?
Because it's too expensive for me. How far is it from here to your hometown?
It's about 40 kilometers. What about you? How far is it from here to your hometown?
It's about 100 kilometers. How long does it take you to go back to your hometown by bus?
It takes me about 1 hour. What about you? How long does it take you to go back to your hometown by coach?
It takes me about 3 hours. How much does it cost you? How much does it cost you to go back to your hometown by bus?
It cost me about $1. What about you? How much does it cost you to go back to your hometown by coach?
It cost me about $2. How long do you usually stay at home for?
I usually stay at home for 1 day. What about you? How long do you usually stay at home for?
I usually stay at home for about 2 days. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Okay, see you later.
See you later.